Oh, do I have some Goodwill trash to treasures to show you guys today? So we are not gonna ramble on. Let's get right into it. I can't wait to show you all of the steals that I got, the flips that I did to them, and how they look in my house. So first up is this adorable wire basket with a hook on the back. I got this from a Goodwill outlet for less than 50 cents. So I took this onto my icy back porch and I threw one coat of Rust-Oleum matte black spray paint on it. I grabbed these gorgeous natural wood cutting boards from the Goodwill. I paid $4.99 for the longer one and $3.99 for the shorter one. They're a little beat up and have some wear on them, but I'm just using them for decor and I knew that I could take these home and stain them. So I have a leftover can of Special Walnut Stain, which is my absolute favorite color. And a little hack for you guys, if you put on a glove, I just use like a latex glove, and then throw a sock over that. I dip my hand into the stain and then it's so easy to apply this stuff, and then your hand doesn't get all messy. You don't have to use a brush. It's my favorite way to apply stain. So I did one coat of stain on each of those wooden cutting boards, and I can't wait to show you guys how beautiful they turned out. Next, I picked up these adorable candlesticks. The top almost reminded me of like a handle for a wood cutting board, so I had to grab them. They were $6.99, and I covered them with 2 coats of Rust-Oleum chalk paint in linen white. This is my absolute favorite chalk paint. I use it for everything. And then I just picked up a random cheap paintbrush from Walmart and decided to go in with 2 coats of that chalk paint on top of these candlesticks. This next technique is something that I have never done before, but I used a wet paper towel to distress the chalk paint. It was so much easier than going in with a sanding block for a small project like this, so I will definitely be using this technique again. It took off the chalk paint so easily, and then you didn't have to deal with that mess of the dust coming off of the sanding block. So that's how it turned out using that wet paper towel method, and I really like it. So the day that I found these at the Goodwill, I about lost my mind. I have been looking for something like this for so long. It is a little collection of wood coasters in this like little wood cabinet thing. I don't know, but I was so excited to find them. I peeled the stickers off of the fronts of all of them and decided to do a dry brush technique with the same Rust-Oleum chalk paint. So with a dry brush technique, you just slightly dip your brush into the can, and then I dab it out onto the surface that I'm working on, and I just very lightly go over the piece. And that is so a lot of the wood still shows through. As you can see, it's not completely covered, and you can see that I'm just lightly brushing over the wood. I picked up this set of 4 canisters from the Salvation Army. I paid $10 for all 4 of them, and they reminded me of Crocs. Like, I collect antique Crocs. So I'm in the store brainstorming, and I thought, you know what, let me try out these spray paints. So Rust-Oleum carries this stone spray paint, and I decided that I was going to spray them to look like an antique stoneware crock. But as you will see, this DIY first didn't go to plan. Some things are just trial and error, and this first trial run did not work how I expected it to. The coverage was not what I expected it to be. So don't mind my mess. I have so many projects going on. But I didn't film myself priming, but I did tell you guys that I was going to prime these. And I'm glad I did, because that green was just coming through way too much. So I did go in and prime them, and then this is just one coat of that stone spray. And I was going to film it, but if I'm being honest, I was like spraying this outside in like 20-degree weather on my back porch, and it was freezing cold, and I just wanted to get it done. So this is just one coat of that, and I'm really liking it. I mean, I don't know if it really looks like a crock. I'm thinking to maybe put numbers on it at the end. We'll see how I'm feeling, but that's them so far.